Hi, everyone. Welcome to this very special fourth video challenge. I say special because it is a festive occasion. I believe we're on a pre-record here. I may be not sure about that. Let me check in with headquarters. Yes, this is a pre-record. What's up, everyone? How's it going? I do want to say hi if you're watching in chat or watching this on the pre-record. Be sure to go ahead and do all the things like liking and subscribing or whatever it is you want to do to make sure that you're involved with what we're doing here at Adobe Live. But yeah, today's going to be a little laid back. Not that we aren't always laid back, but a little bit more unbuttoned. Wait. Well, we'll see. We'll see what happens. But we're going to do a little bit of greeting, a little holiday greeting today. I have provided you with some things and with a starter file that has a few elements in it. I'm going to cover that first, and then we're going to jump in to Adobe Express later on to kind of give the overall holiday warmth we want to add to the season. Okay, let's stop yapping and get starting here. So this is what I've given you in a file in After Effects. You will find this typeface, which is Victor Script. You may not have it. It is an Adobe font, I believe. I'm pretty sure. But I've also given you the outlines of this, mated paths for you. And I just want to show you how to do that real quick. So I'm going to turn these on. These are the live type. This is live type. And all you have to do to create outlines for this to get to the effect we want to use, which is going to be the trim paths, which I know we've used that several times. We will continue to use it. But this one, we're just going to create it to have a little bit of flair to our video greeting in Adobe Express. But first, to get to that, go click on Happy in this case, or whatever your type might be, and go to Create Shapes from Text. And bam, you've got your shapes. They're all individual shapes now as I select them. So that's how we got there. I'm not going to use that just because. But I am going to turn this on. Let's see, we've got happy. Oh, so what I have done here is we've got our happy outlines, which all this is the outline of this. If I go back to happy and we go over to our properties and you look at, well, hold on one moment. Already off the rails, already off there. Okay, so what I did before making my outline was I made a stroke. I've given you two versions. So this is with a stroke on, and then I went and create the shapes from that. And that's how we got here. And I did increase the outlines for this quite a bit. But you may notice, like, gross. Why would you do that, Wade? Look how gross this is. Well, we don't want it super gross. It is very thick. I know this. The outline of this is set to I think 10 or something. Yeah, 10, which is pretty wild. But we're going to take care of it. Now you could use live type for this, but I went ahead and made a mask. I'm going to use this layer as a mask. You can probably see where this is going. So all I have to do is set this matte to the happy fill and then invert it. So the matte is inverted, and we only get the interior shapes. We no longer have this gross every letter with a full letter form, and you're only getting the interior shapes. Now, it works pretty well for this. It may not work that great for all fonts, but it's a good start for this one especially. So we have our outlines, and what do we want to do with this? Well, I'm going to trim paths. Super easy to do this. And what I'm doing with that, let me close this down real quick. What I want to do with this is I want to make sure that we're getting a right-on effect. And if you look at the start and end of this, it's all happening at the same time. Well, we don't want that. We want this individually. So you can come down here to the trim multiple shapes, set to individual, and now it's going to do it in order. And so what do I want to do? I want to set, and you do have a video, I believe, provided for this. And this is how I did that. I just set this and then animated that. So at the beginning, reverse that. Sorry. I want this at 100%. Oop. I believe this is how I did it. And let's see how that looks. No, that is not what I did. Maybe I did the end here. Just reworking this. Oh yeah, that's right, because if I zero this out, yeah, so zero this, then 100. There we go, 100% complete. Okay, we get happy. Now, it isn't really like a ride-on effect, but it simulates it, sort of. And for what we're going to use it for, it's just a little highlight, just a little happy motion that you can't get in Adobe Express, and I thought it'd be a fun way to bring it in. But I do want to say real quick, each one of these letters, or every path, has a direction. So if you don't like the way this H in happy starts to form first, then you can easily redirect by going over here and reverse the path direction. And it's going to change the direction in which it forms. Now, again, it's all based on how those paths work. But there's no making it work the way you want unless you create the path. So you could do that. But we're trying to look for something kind of easy to make and duplicate. So now we have this with our matte, our little mask on there. And then let's see, click U to get to this. And then the last one, I'm just going to put F9 so it slows down. Actually, I don't want it to slow down. I want it to have a slower start. So I'm going to select the first one, press F9 to get our easy ease on there, and it will start a little bit slower. But then what do we want to do with the next one, which is our holidays? Let's go ahead and do all of that again. We've got our gross stuff happening there. We're going to go ahead and add that as a matte and then invert that so that we get rid of all of that interior, all the interior issues. Now you can just copy and paste this, your trim paths. Now let's try it. And then press U to see where it is. I'm going to bring both of them up because we want them connected. We want them to be kind of one thing. I only separated them because the words here, because I didn't know about how I wanted the timing. You could just leave them all as one, all on one line. Wouldn't be a big deal. Let's go ahead and get this happy holiday. Okay, so we got to set this for individual, even though you copy and pasted. And let's go ahead and rearrange our H here. It already is, so we're good to go. So now let's see what that looks like. There we go. Happy holidays. And then let's see, U. There we go. Bam. So that's what we're going to take over as a video over into Adobe Express. And the way I did this, I just went into my composition, add to render queue, the media encoder queue, and then from there I made a what is it, H62? I don't know. I don't remember what the format was. I'm trying to find it real quick. Let's see. Do I have? Is that available within? Nope, that's not it. Yeah, here we go. So I made this. It's an MP4, but the codec is what I was looking for. Anyway, that is also provided just so we can jump into it. But let's move over into Adobe Express. Okay, so we're in Express. I'm going to jump right into templates because this is all about using templates to just get started. And I'm going to go with, you can search templates at the top. I'm going to say holiday card. I don't know. I don't know what I'm looking for here. I have one in mind. I did a little quick one. There's a bunch of happy holidays. I don't want any, well, me personally, I don't want any of these with a picture in it. This one's not bad. That's 2 pages maybe. You can tell it says 1 of 2 at the bottom. I just want the one, and we can delete the other one. Like this one's not bad. Let's see. This one's okay. Let's throw a little curveball in here. I've not used this one. We're gonna go ahead and mix it up. Let's say customize template. All right, and we're gonna immediately delete that. Get it gone. We'll address this here in a moment. I don't really want that, but let's go into upload. Let's see, bam. I think I have this all. There we go. Happy holidays. Open, and then we get a little square here, which, you know, that's not really what we're looking for. Happy holidays. Well, what can we do? A lot of us already know what we can do. We can go into our blending and go to multiply. But then when we play it, it's only going to show the background through the white. So we do have to go into our effects, and then we're going to customize and set our shadows to white and our highlights to black. Let's see if that works for us. It does indeed. Now, it's kind of small. Let's make this bigger. I'm going to go ahead and grab this, see how much we can squeeze Happy Holidays in here. And what I'm going to do is just shrink this to crop it. I'm doing what I can here. I don't want to print this or whatever it's asking me to do. But I am going to duplicate just by Control D. Well, I thought I was going to. Let's see. I believe I can duplicate this way as well. And then let's rearrange. Let's go ahead and go to our playhead. We do have a video here, so it automatically adds this as a video layer, which is great. But now we want our holidays to show up. So I'm going to pull this out this direction and place this in. Let's see. Can we zoom in here a little bit? Zoom in. Zoom in. There we go. Enhance. Enhance. Okay, so holidays does have a little bit of a peaking over here. Let's go ahead and go all the way to where this is fully formed. And we can even probably bring this up a little bit. Bring this, tighten it. We're going to tighten it up a little bit. We're going to tighten it up. And, you know, we've got something kind of working here. Let's see. See what that looks like with a little playback. Happy holidays. That's cool. But it's not quite, I don't know. I don't like that the way it is just a hollow. So what we can do is actually add text to this. Type happy. And then go find our font, which I believe I said was Victor. Was it Victor? Victor Script. There we go. And what I'm going to use this as is almost like a drop shadow. Let's see. I'm going to change the color. And I am just kind of fitting this. You could really get in there and tweak this to make this something really special. But I want to fill this with a green. Maybe our green right here. Let's go a little bit darker. Let's see. Try to find a little bit darker color here. Boop. Okay, looks good. Let's pull this over just a little bit. Might be able to tweak. Go up a little bit. Pull this. Is there space in there? There is not. Interesting. Well, I think it's going to look fine either way. I'm just going to kind of guide this in where I want it to be. that's gonna be okay. Because what I'm gonna do is let's go ahead and see if we can match our holiday, which is a little bit more tricky than I thought. Oh, and I did notice this, and was kind of surprised by it. Nothing really shocks me anymore, but I was kind of surprised that the two fonts aren't exactly the same. They are both the same name, 100%. But they don't, like the O's a little bit different. There's just a couple things that are different, and that's okay, because we're gonna work with it. See if I can bring this down just a little bit, and then pull that over. Select that, bam, bam, bam. All right, I think that's gonna work, because what I want to do is take what's behind it, and instead of keeping it our custom, let's make this red. Let's go ahead and make our, let's see, nope, that's the wrong. Highlights needs to be, let's see, custom. Let's see if we can grab this red right here. Boom. And then we have to do the same thing for our other one. Go into custom again. Oh, it's already there. And then let's see if we can grab that same red. Nope, wrong side. There we go, custom. Somewhere in there. Cool. Now when we play this back, it's just more of a little highlight for what we got going on here. So we play this back. It's just something fun, decorative that's going on. But we can also do more. We can do this, add a little animation in Adobe Express, which I know all you guys know this. But if we come down here to animation, I'm going to put fade and see what this looks like. It's too fast. Let's change this to like 2 seconds. And then we can show our layer timing by clicking this on. We want this to come in after, start coming in after. And probably end it a little bit sooner too. So maybe not 2 seconds, maybe like 1.5. Yeah, so it kind of works together with that background. And so we're going to do the same thing with holiday. Come in here, animate, fade. This one might be 1.6 or so. Well, I could still do that. Not 15. Let's try 1.6. But we also have to move its timing as well. Okay, so let's see what that looks like from the beginning. Happy holidays. Okay, cool. Got something going on there. I want to change this. I don't like the font already. I want to use one that we used the last challenge, Lulo. Let's see. We wish we could be with you in person. Okay. Well, how about we change this to 'tis the season for comfort and joy. I'm not going to put any punctuation on that. And then maybe we come down here and let's duplicate one of these. Bring this down here. And then just indicate the year, 2024. No exclamation point. And then we'll center this up. Scale it down. And let's see what we got here. Let's see what's happening. All right, so we got happy holidays coming in. I don't want you to see 'tis the season yet. And also I want to add, let's add, I don't know, let's add some, I think I'm going to add a typewriter to this, but we're going to speed it up. And we definitely don't want it to be at that point. So let's holidays finishes. I want it to start with just a little pause after that. So let's see what we can do to speed. I don't know. We may not need to speed this up. 2020. Well, let's go ahead and animate 2024 as well. I'm going to back this out just so we can see the whole thing. I didn't even see what size we were. I'm just making this willy-nilly. I don't I'm not even sure what size we're on here. I'm just having fun, okay? Just having fun. You can convert this. You can resize this to anything you'd like. That is always an option. I'm going to pull our 2024 way down here. And let's just see what it looks like timing-wise. Happy holidays. 'Tis the season. Maybe we put this up here. What do you guys think? Make it a little bit smaller. Bring it to center. That works. But we need to bring that in sooner. Which, by the way, you can just select it. And I think I want to have this fade on, just like we did the other thing. Fade in, fade. Definitely not as long. Now, I did provide this in the source file in case you wanted to do something with that. Happy holidays, 2024. 'Tis the season for comfort and joy. Okay, cool. We made a greeting. That's all we really set out to do. But I want to show you a couple of things with the audio. You can add audio tracks in here, and now you can add 2 audio tracks. But I want to go over to one that I started prior to this and show you where we ended up with that one. Is this the one? We'll find out real quick. Yeah, so this one I used a different template. I told you we were going off the cuff with Wade Acuff. Yeah. But let's say what that one looks like. This one does have audio, so be careful. It may be a little loud. I'm going to turn it, let's see. It may be a little loud. Or a lot loud. Okay, simple enough. Play through that again. Okay, so it's very similar to what we made, just with a different template. And I think this one's actually built for a story, which is fine. But then I want to show you this thing with the audio. I believe this is the one. Is this the one? Yeah. Okay. So, wait, nope, no, this is not the one. Back that up. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. This is the one. So I left the end of this one blank. We have our audio here, but I want to add some musical cues, and I changed this up a little bit. Wishing you a happy new year. Get some rest. You're gonna need it. But we can add more tracks here. So just to start this off, you can see we've got this going on. Same thing as before, but we have the opportunity to add a different musical cue here. So if we go to media, I know what I'm looking for. Cymbal crashes. Cymbal crash. I don't know if I can find it quickly enough. Oh, that is, let's go to audio, not all. There, that one works fine. But it adds a second track. So you can have 2 tracks, but we do have to pull this down to about right there. And make sure it lines up with when Get Some Rest comes in. And it does not, because that is... Oh, no, it's the second one. Yeah. So now we're hopefully introducing a little bit of comedy in here. I think I have a fade out. You can add a fade out. Oh, it does have a fade out. It's a real quick one. But I'm not done yet. Let's add some more to this track. And I'm going to put my playhead where I want it. Go back to media and then look for boom. Not boomp, boom. I don't know. See what that gets us. Is this the one? Yeah, that works. All right, so now I'm just trying to make these 2 timings line up a little bit. It is tricky, I have to admit. Let's see if we pull this back a little bit. There we go. We're almost out of time, but this is more of the vibe. I think it's kind of comical. a little ominous, but I find it to be hilarious. And it's always nice to have a little fun. You could do a voiceover with these as well to keep it a little more lighthearted. But that's going to be it for this fourth video challenge. We've got some more challenges coming up next month, so be sure to stick around for those. And have a very happy holiday, everyone. And we hope to see you soon. And we'll see you in the next one. Bye, everyone.